All right, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a high converting pop-up form for your e-com store from scratch. No fucking around, no bullshit, just pure value. Let's get right into it. So, as you can see, we have a dummy Klaviyo account that I created for the purposes of this video. So what you'll do is go to sign up forms and click create form. Now, what you have to do is you need to choose the template you're going to use. You can create one from completely from scratch, but I don't recommend that. So you can use a template. As you can see, they have loads of templates and they're basically all good. But I'd probably go for this one. I really like this one because it's the most blank, so you can actually customize it the most. So I choose that one. Let's name it pop up door, but I'd name it pop up form desktop. I'll explain in a minute why. So click create form. It's going to load, and we have the pop up form here. As you can see, this is my landing page. You can first link in the description. You can claim my free ecom email marketing guide if that's what you're interested in. If not, let's talk about the pop-up form. So, as I said, I named it desktop for a reason. Why? Because I like to have two separate forms because it just makes testing way easier. If you have one form for both devices, for both desktop and mobile, it's just going to make it much harder to test, to optimize, to make changes. This way, you have one form, it's easy, boom, make changes. Mobile, the same thing, one form, make changes, doesn't affect the desktop. So, now, what we are going to do with this form? First of all, we need to decide what brand are we going to make the pop-up form for. I thought we could make it for a North Face, so let's roll with that. Now, first first task is copy. So what I like to put is I like to put you got 10% off because that's a psychological trick because you said you got 10% off. They feel like they already have it. And then by closing the form, they feel like they've lost it. So that's like there is a bias in human psychology that makes people value more what they already have than what they might get. You understand? So if they lose this, compared to get this, it's much more of a pain. So what we're going to do is say you've got 10% off. Now, always put like the offer like this by itself in one row. Don't do this. Let me show you. This, no. This, yes. Okay. Second thing, always put offs in all caps. Looks much better. Like this, obviously. So these are some basic things that you already probably know. Now, we need to choose the font. Let's go with Arial Black. Boom, bolded. Cool. This thing, we need to remove it. No need for text like this. See, when you're first foreign and getting, people already know this shit. It's 2025, okay? So remove that. Just remove all the friction that's going to get less people to sign up. That's what we're trying to do. Email input field, obviously we need that. Call to action button. So continue. No, that's not how we do it. Because if you say continue, that implies that there is an extra step, which there is an SMS step, but we don't want people to think that. We want people to think that that's it. We're like they're done. So instead of saying continue, we can say plain, sorry, plain 10% off. This is much better because this doesn't imply that there's a next step. This just makes it clear, like plain 10% off. I'm done. So that's what we're going to do. Next thing, this X has to go. So this color, zero, transparent. So we're just making transparent. Background color, zero, transparent. So there is no X. Most people, unless there are some genius email marketers, won't know that there is an X here. So what they'll do, I mean, you have to give them way to close the form. So what you're going to do is go to add blocks, button. So you add a button here. Now, this button, first of all, this transparent, this, so color, text color, we have to make it black or whatever your brand color is, but actually black works the best most of the time. Now, text. So what I like to do is you've probably seen this on a lot of stores actually, is no thanks. Uh, sorry, I'll pay the full price. So this is if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, and this works actually really good because when people, okay, there is no X, now I have to close the form. Boom, read this. No thanks, I'll pay the full price. It makes them feel stupid because you're literally saying, no thanks, I'll pay more than what I have to. So people actually have to logically decide if they want to give you their email instead of just doing it on autopilot. Because most people, when they see a pop up form, they already have an automatic response to it because they just go, boom, top right corner, X, click it, close it. Now there is no X. What they do, they come here, okay, no thanks, I'll pay the full price. I don't want to pay the full price. Boom, here's your email. That's it. That's how you do it. Next thing, we need to change the image. So let me go to the North Faces site and find some images and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I found this image. It's probably not the best one, but it's not bad at all. For your brand, you're probably going to find the best one you can that fits your pop-up form the best, okay? Now we need to take their logo and put it here as well. So we're going to go add blocks, image, put it on top, boom. So let me go download their logo real quick and I'll come back. Okay, so I managed to find their logo. As you can see, there it is. So I think this looks pretty good right now, to be honest. So I think we can move on to the next step. So now SMS opt-in. Now, want SMS only deals? This is completely horrible. So we're going to do plain 10% off or like something like that is going to work pretty good. Make it bigger. This, not interested again. Now this you have to put for legal reasons, so it's fine, but you can actually move it around. So you can put it here if you want. You have to decide what you think looks better. I'll leave it here right now. This, it's fine. Put the picture again. So we have this. Okay. So that's it for the SMS, I think. And we have the success page again. Change the picture with this. Thanks for signing up. Check your mobile. This is fine. We can do check your um check your email to claim your discount. That's what I like to do. This will just do close form. Close form. No need to go to inbox immediately. Um, we'll do no, sorry, not that. We'll do that at make that black, and we'll make this. Sorry, we'll make that like this and make it transparent. So that's it. We have the desktop pop-up form designed, but what we need to do now is to make the behavior. So first of all, show form, a time delay. I like to do 4 seconds, but obviously all of this that I'm going to show you, you'll need to test because there's not really a way that you're going to get it the most optimized the first time. So start with 4 seconds, then test it again 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever. After visitor has scrolled a certain amount, I like to keep this at 60%. You can turn it off. You can try. It is better with turned off, turned on. 60% versus 40 versus 30 versus 80, whatever. You're going to try that. What else we have? That's fine. So devices is going to be desktop only. We're going to make the mobile only. Now, don't show to existing Klaviyo profiles. Obviously, you can do, for example, if you're running some sale and you want like people to opt in again for that sale, you can do show to all visitors, even though they are already on your list. But for this pop-up form, just don't show to existing Klaviyo profiles. Don't show certain URLs, so you can maybe exclude like your, let's say, northface.com/cart. So you don't want the pop-up form to be shown on the cart page. You can do that on the checkout page, but I'll just keep everything up for the sake of simplicity. So that's it. When you finish designing the whole thing, you can just click publish and it will go live. Now, what I want to show you on this form again is, first of all, you have teasers. So this thing, again, you'll have to test if it works better with or without a teaser. We're going to delete it just now so I can show you something else. So you'll go and add a second step, and we'll go with blank step. Okay, let me show you. So here's a blank step. We're going to move it here. So what I'm going to show you right now is how to create a micro commit. So let me show you. First of all, image, boom, this one, text. So you've got 10% off. Boom, make it black, 40, like that. Okay, this thing. Again, we're going to basically do the same thing like here, just without this. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this. Let me do that. So micro commit. Yeah, let's do it that way. That's actually way better probably. So we're going to delete this micro commit, put it here, and we're just going to delete this step. Okay. So this is what it looks like. You got a pop-up. Okay. No X here, nothing. You got 10% off. Do they want to claim? Yeah, claim. They click, they get here. The same thing. Now they realize that they need to enter their email, but they made a commitment to themselves that they actually want this 10% off. So people like to be seen as consistent, so they're going to enter their email. Okay, claim 10% off. But they need to enter their phone number now. Again, they want to be seen as consistent. They're like 2 steps deep in this whole commitment thing. They just need to enter their phone number now. So they enter that. And we're going to do, I didn't see this, sorry. We're going to make that claim 10% off. Boom. And we're good to go. We can actually make it wider, but no need to do that now. No, actually, let's make it wider and let's make it like that. Okay, so claim 10% off. Boom, they click it. Success page. That's it. You got their email. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create a mobile form. So we're here. We have our desktop form. We're going to clone it. We're going to name it, pop-up form mobile view. Boom. And now we're going to edit it. So here we are, the same thing. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to set this to mobile only, so you can see what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. Again, the same thing. You got 10% off. Boom, claim 10%. No thanks, I'll pay the full price. Email opt-in. Again, the same thing here. Subscribe via SMS. Boom. SMS keyword. Okay, text will do claim 10% off. Boom. Let's make it bigger. Like that. No, I don't want text. Fine. And that's it. So actually, we are lacking. Why are we lacking that? We're lacking this thing. Okay. So we have our mobile pop-up form. Again, what you're going to do, you're going to test separately. Mobile pop-up form, micro commit versus no micro commit. 4 seconds versus 6 seconds delay. 6 seconds versus 8 seconds. Copy. You've got 10% off versus take 10% off your first order. For example, you're going to test all of that stuff and see what works better separately on mobile and on desktop. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was how you create high converting pop-up forms for as complete beginners on your e-com store. Now, first link in the description is my free e-com email marketing guide. If you want to learn how to scale your e-com email marketing and get some free, quick tips and tricks, you can download that. Second link in the description, you can book a call with me. I'll perform a full Klaviyo account audit completely for free if you're an e-com brand doing 50K a month or more. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really hope I taught you something. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.